This conference will now be recorded.
Okay, so all right. So can anyone tell me what is a discrete and what is a continuous? What is mean by discrete? What are the discrete fields and what are the continuous fields?
The discrete means dimension values. It
Okay,
represents the blue color. It represents the blue color. The
yeah,
continuous elements measure elements, measure values. It
okay,
represents the green color. Green color.
very good.
As per experiment, we can convert the distinct to continuous.
Exactly, great. Okay, so all the dimension fields we can go for. What are the fields we have it in blue color? Those are all we can call it as the discrete values, discrete elements. Okay, all the dimension fields we can call it as discrete elements, and measures numerical values where we have it. Those are all we can call it as a continuous values. Okay, the continuous values can be represented in green color, and dimension fields, which is the discrete values, we have represented in blue color. Okay, discrete values in blue color. Okay, distinct values and continuous values. Clear? So all the measures which we have it, those are all we can call it as a continuous values. So let me go for see that more differences between discrete and continuous. Unable to hear you. So everyone, is it my voice is clear or facing the same issue? Yes, my voice is clear. Can you able to hear me? Hello, are you able to hear me? Hello.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Audible.
Okay. Prashant, please check your reconnected back. Maybe from my end it was good. Okay, check from your end. Okay, so the main differences between discrete and continuous. It is easy to know as a field being used in a discrete or continuous based on its color. Okay, based on its color, we can say that blue indicates that fields is in discrete, and green indicates that fields in continuous. Okay, what are the fields we are there in the green? That's we can represent that continuous fields. Blue indicates that field is in discrete value. Okay, and dimensions are categorized as discrete variables. Dimensions are categorized as discrete variables. Measures are categorized into continuous variables. Measures are categorized into continuous variables. Okay, the color coding identifies discrete versus continuous fields and not dimensions versus measures. So the color coding, we can say that the differences between discrete versus continuous, not with the dimensions versus measure. Okay, we can define that. So the color, the blue color represent the discrete values and green color represent the continuous values. Okay, the color represents discrete and continuous, not the dimensions and measures. You can say that. Anyhow, dimensions are categorized into discrete variables. Okay, so the naming itself, we can go for do that. All right, so discrete fields draw headers, continuous fields draw axes. Okay, when you go for discrete fields, draw headers, and continuous fields draw the axes. When you drag your particular discrete field into the rows or columns, you can get the headers. Continuous fields, if we drag that continuous fields into rows or columns or text, it can go for give us axes. Okay, range of values from 0 to something. Discrete fields can be sorted, continuous fields cannot be sorted. Discrete fields can be sorted and continuous fields cannot be sorted. Okay, clear these points? Any questions? Discrete means the blue color indicates the discrete values and green color indicate that continuous values. All the dimensions can be categorized into discrete variables and measures can be categorized into continuous variables, right? So let's go for see that what is this drawing headers and drawing axis. Okay. So if you go with the Tableau, so if I drag my dimension fields where I have the discrete values segment, if I drag it into rows, it will give that what are the different segments we have in the data. What are the different types of segments we have in the data? We can get it here. Okay. So what kind of segments we have it? We have three types of segments: consumers, corporate, home offices. Okay, distinct values. These are the discrete values. Okay, segment have that consumers, corporate, home offices. Similarly, you can go with drag any other field category. You can drag it. Three different categories we have it: furniture, office supplies, technologies. Okay, and if you drag the subcategory, take it out the category from columns, drag the subcategory into rows. Okay, so different subcategories. Which are the different subcategories we have in data? Those all we can be get displayed here. What are the different types of subcategories we have it? What are the different types of subcategories we have it? Okay, so when you go for drag the measure, when you go for drag the continuous value, profit or quantity or sales, you can drag it into rows. What happens? You can get the axis. This is the y-axis, right? We can get the axis here. Okay, we can get the axis here, right? The range of values. So 0k to 250k or whatever it is, 2050k. So this is the axis. The main difference is this. Okay, when we drag the discrete values into rows or columns, we can get the independent values, whereas if we drag the measure into, we can get the range of values. Okay, axis range, we can create the axis range. So we can go for sort the discrete values. We can go for sort the discrete values means we can give for take the category wise sales. We can go for take the category wise sales. Okay, furniture, office supplies, technologies are headers. We can say that furniture, office supplies, tech headers, sales is axis. Can we see the difference here? These are the headers and sales in the axis. So because sales is a continuous field, category is a discrete field. Category is a discrete field, right? These are the headers, this is the axis. So can you go for sort this? So whereas I have my category as a discrete element, whereas my category as a discrete element, I can go for sort the data. Okay, I can go for sort the data based on sales or based on manually you want to make it as sorted. Okay, furniture I want to put it in last, technology in first, office supplies measure. You can go for sort the data. You can go for category. Go for category. Sorting option is there. Okay, in the category field, more option you can go for. A sorting option is there. Descending. Okay, put it descending. Can we see that? Technology, office supplies, furniture. We can sort the elements which are in discrete. The elements in discrete, we can go for sort the data. Okay, is it clear? I can sort the discrete elements. I can sort the discrete elements. Okay, can we sort the continuous elements? Okay, can we sort the continuous element? We cannot sort the sales here. Okay, anyhow it will start from 0k and it will be go for max value which we have it. We cannot go need to go for sorted that. Okay, we cannot do the sorting on this axis, but we can do it in discrete elements. We can sort the discrete elements, not the continuous elements. Clear this point? Any questions here? Everyone clear? All right, so we have this points here. The difference you can see that when you take the January, February, March kind of month. Okay, I will explain this next. We can go for see that the main differences of discrete and continuous. The main differences of discrete and continuous. Okay, so discrete means individual, continuous means it's a range of values, 0 to what are the range we have it. And show me that sales by January, March, April. show me that sales January March by has a beginning and ending. Show me that sales from January to April. Okay, I will show you that example how it will be work. Discrete fields draw headers. Discrete fields draw headers. So it will draw the headers. Continuous field draw the axis. So when you drag that particular field into rows or columns, we can get the headers as a discrete values, and here we can get the axis. Axis range we can get. Discrete fields can be sorted. Continuous fields cannot be sorted. Discrete fields can be sorted. Continuous fields cannot be sorted. If we draw the discrete fields into filter, we can get individual values. When you go for draw your discrete field into filter shelf, we can get that individual values. What are the element you want to select it, you can select and filter the data. Okay, draw the continuous field into filter shelf, we can get the range of values. When you go for drag the continuous field into filter shelf, you can get the range of values. Okay, color difference, we draw the discrete field into colors, individual colors for the each and every dimension field we can get it. Okay, into individual colors we can get it for the discrete field. Drag the continuous field into color shelf, we can get the gradient color. We can get the gradient color. And I could sort bars in the discrete order with the month with the highest salary first and the month with the lowest salary last. Okay, we can go for sort the data, but we cannot sort the data in the continuous fields. So these are the major differences from discrete to continuous. These are the major differences for discrete to continuous. Okay, what are the discrete elements, how we can categorize the discrete elements? All the dimension fields can be categorized into discrete elements, right? Is that clear, the differences and what is the main difference between discrete and continuous? Okay, this is the basic, you should know that what is a discrete element and continuous elements and behavior of them. Okay, that's very important. Whenever you need it, you can go for convert them in discrete to continuous, continuous to discrete. Okay, just go with this, I will explain that practical example how it look like. Just give me 2 minutes. Okay, meanwhile you can go with this discrete and continuous differences. Yeah, sorry. So is that clear? Any questions related to discrete and continuous? All right. So let's see that the differences when you go for using the Tableau. What is a discrete and continuous? How it will be look like? What is the first point we have seen that? Yeah, what is the first point we have seen that? When we drag the discrete field into filter shelf, we can get the individual values. When we drag the continuous field into filter shelf, we can get the range of values. So you can go for drag the category into filter shelf. What we are getting here, three different categories: furniture, office supplies, technologies. Which category you want to be selected, you can select only that category related data in the visualization. Okay, only that particular category we are showing in the visualization. If we drop it, we can get all the three categories. When you want to go for individually filter the data, drag the category into filter shelf and select only that particular category. Okay, we can get only that particular category in the visualization. If you want to go with multiple, yes, you can go for do that multiple. Okay, so let's go for edit here. I want to show that furniture and office supplies both. Select apply. Okay, we can get it office supplies and furniture both. So this is the meaning of that. When you drag discrete field into filter shelf, you can get individual values. So I want to go for try to drag my region as well. I drag my region field into filter shelf. Okay, which region you want to select it, you can select it. What are the regions you want to go for select it, you can select apply. Okay, only that regions related data you can see in the category wise. Only that region related data you can see in the category wise. All right, can you see that only the particular regions you selected in the filter, central and west regions, only the sales which is central and west region related here. Okay, this is the way we can go for drag the discrete field into filter shelf. When we drag the continuous field into filter shelf, so let me drag my sales into filter shelf. Okay, sum it is asking, click on sum. So it will ask you that a range of values, from which range to which range of data you want to be display. Okay, this is a range, right? So from particular value to the particular value of sales I want to get display in my visualization. So apply. Okay, are you getting any data? No, there is no data that range. So that is nothing but range of values. Let me show you one more example. I have a subcategory wise sales. Excuse me. Okay, different subcategories are there and sales values we have it. These are all the headers we can call it as, because subcategory is a discrete element. Subcategory is a discrete element. We are called these are all headers. These are all access range. Okay, because sales it's a continuous field. Headers can be sorted. You can go for sort them. Headers can be sorted based on sales or based on subcategory. We can go for sorted. Okay, headers can be sorted, but this cannot be sorted. Access range cannot be sorted. The sorting option is there, but it can be sorted by headers. Okay, okay, the range would be same 0k to 340k. It cannot be changed. Okay, that is nothing but sorting, right? So if you drag the subcategory into filter shelf, if you drag the subcategory into filter shelf, you can get all the different subcategories. So which one you want to go for select, if you what are the subcategories you want to be selected, then go for none it first. You can select them. Only those subcategories get displayed in the visualization. Only selected subcategories can be shown in the visualization. Only selected subcategory. We are filtering the data. Filter is nothing but, okay, what are the data range. So we can go for Amazon site and we select our range. I want to buy a phone. My buying range is 10,000 to 20,000. That's a range you selected, right? That is a continuous field. Okay, where you go for the filter and you need to select the phone model. Okay, different phone models is there. We have that iPhone, we have the Samsung, we have that Redmi, we have that different phones. Those are all discrete elements. You can go for select that particular phone, right? The range price where we have the price, that is the range of element, which range you want that. So that's a continuous element. You got the difference. What is a discrete and continuous now? Yes or no? I need a response. Be active and you need to be. Yeah. Can you hear me? Yeah. Actually, I lost the power. That's why I reconnected back. Okay. What are the elements we can select it? The related data we can see it here. The related data we can see it here. Okay. If I take it out, the subcategory out, we have the all the subcategories we can get it here. So can I go for select the range here? I can go for select the range filter. So drag my sales into filter shelf. I can select the default aggregation is sum and click on next. Okay, the range of values. What is the minimum to max? We have it sales here. You can see fasteners is 8,532. That's minimum value we have it here. Okay, and what's the max value? 3,35,000 something we have it here. Okay, so that's we have it here. See, in between, what are the range of values you want to select it? You can go for select it. I want to get it 1 lakh to the sales 1 lakh between 2 lakh 50, 2 lakh 50,000, right? Apply. Okay. Only the sales between 1 lakh to 2 lakh range we can get it here. The sales between 1 lakh to 2 lakh we can get it here. Is it clear? Okay. So this is the range of values we can get it. So the range between here to here. So the sales range 1 lakh above to 2 lakh 50,000 in between. Okay. So this is the way we can filter the data. At the same time, let me go for show you one example. So I have a order date, drag my order date into years. So by default, Tableau will create a hierarchy for that date fields. Okay, I can go for quarter and month as well. I can explain in the next session how we can create the hierarchies. For time being, month of order date. I have all the months, right? And I can go for take the sales of the each month. I can drag it here. Okay, swap it. Now you can see that here. I can put it bar chart. Yeah, you can see here January, February, March, April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November, December. I have a date start from January to December. January to December. So can I sort this headers? Yes, you can go for sort this headers because January, February, March, these are all called as headers and sales is the access range. Okay, can you go for sort it? Yes, you can do that. Sort it based on the sales. Where is the highest sales? That's in November would be the last and February is the first. Okay, we are sorting the data based on the headers. Based on the sales, the headers are changing. The lowest sales is here. The highest sales is in the last. We can sort it, right? So now the month is a discrete element. The month is in now, it's a discrete value. Can I change this month to the continuous value? Can I change this month to the continuous values? Yes, of course, we can change that into continuous values. Okay, so how can I change it? You can just go with the more options. You can go for change the more options and we have options too, discrete and continuous. You can click on continuous, that will be changed into the continuous value. that can be changed into continuous values. When you selected it's a continuous, the month as a continuous element, you can see the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 12, 13. So 1 is nothing but January, 12 is nothing but December. So you cannot get sorting option here. You can see that there is no sorting option, it's disabled because the continuous fields cannot be sorted. It will started over the period of time previous January and it's continue to that future. Like January it started, we are in now, we are in October or September, and it will go for the until December. Okay, continuous means the date it will be started over a period of time and it will continue that in future. Okay, that is called a continuous element. Continuous elements cannot be sorted. Okay, so when we have that month as a discrete element, when you have the month as a discrete value, you can sort them. You can sort them. Okay, so at any time based on the requirement, you can go for convert into the continuous and you want to go for convert into the discrete. Based on requirement, we can go for change this. Clear this point? So how we can change that continuous to discrete, discrete to the continuous? All right. Okay, you can go for change into that continuous values and you can go for change into discrete values. The major difference is where we have the discrete value, it can be sorted, it can be sorted, and we can get the headers of that discrete value. Whereas if we make it as continuous field, whereas you can make it as continuous field, it will give that access. This is considered as one access, which is started from 0 to 12 or 13. Okay, it should be in a proper order. The sorting is disabled for when we have the continuous fields. We cannot sort the continuous fields. That's the main point. Okay, these are the main differences between continuous and discrete and continuous. Clear? So we should know that what is a discrete and what is a continuous. So it's very important. The difference here: January, February, March, April, and December until December, and December to we have it previous year December to current year December. The range we can get it from period of time. Okay, all right. Let's go for move on to that next thing. Okay, so this is a sheet 3 we are in, right? That's nothing but a worksheet. We can call it as worksheet. So how we can create the worksheet? How many ways can we create the worksheet? If you want to create a worksheet, how many ways can we create that? The worksheet, if you want to create it, we can create it from here, the plus option in the bottom of the window, new worksheet. Click on it, we can create a new worksheet. And the same option you have in topmost toolbar, file data worksheet, new worksheet option is there. Click on new worksheet, you can create one more worksheet. It's like new worksheet. You can again the same option, we have icon option here. Go with the more options here, new worksheet. The shortcut of that creating new worksheet, Control plus M. Okay, Control M is a shortcut. You can go for create a new worksheet. Okay, so that's we can go for 3 ways we can create it. The bottom we have that new worksheet option and go for worksheet, and we have that icon as well. You can go with a new worksheet, a new dashboard, and new story. 3 option: new worksheet, new dashboard, new story. Okay, we can choose the option whenever, and the same option we have it here, new dashboard and new story as well. All right, go for worksheet. What are the worksheet you implemented? What are the worksheet you designed it? I want to be export into that. What are the different formats? Can we export this visualization? Exporting. Okay, can we export into text? Can we export into Excel? Can we export into PDF? Can we export into some other formats? Can we do that? Yes. What are the different types of exports we have this? You can go with the worksheet export option. As a image you can export it, as a data you can export it, and as a cross tab to Excel as well you can export it. Okay, from the particular worksheet, you can go for export that particular visualization as an image. You can do that as a data, as a cross tab to Excel. Okay, you can go for export into these three options from the worksheet. The option which we have in the worksheet, from that we can go for export into three is image, data, and cross tab Excel. Okay, how it would be like image, click on that image. Okay, so select the format which you want it and save. Where do you want to save it? Desktop. Okay, go for check in desktop now. This is sheet I exported. Can you see that? The image we can export it. The image we can export it. Okay, so this is the one way we can export it, and close this, and let's go for back to the here and worksheet, export into cross tab to Excel. Click on cross tab to Excel. This report can be exported into Excel format. Okay, it's a cross tab. So what is the monthly sales we have it? We are getting into that. Okay, each month's wise, what was the sales? Okay, we mentioned that cross tab to Excel, not as it is. What are the visualization we have it? We make it as a cross tab. So that's why we are getting it into the text format. Okay, that's why we are getting into the text format. Sorry. Okay, and close this. And we have the data as well. Try to go with that. Click on the data, and what will be happens, let me know. Okay, we can go for do that. Take it three formats. All right, and next create new sheet. So in the worksheet, what are the options we have it? Let's go with the see the what are the options we have in the worksheet level. Right, let me build some visualization subcategory wise sales, and each region wise drag the region into columns. Okay, I want to make my region is in columns, so that's why I selected region into columns and subcategories. Okay, this is the sales I have it, right? So I want to go for add a totals analysis, go for totals, show column grand totals. I will add this column grand totals here, and analysis totals, show row grand totals as well, row grand total as well. This is the column grand totals and this is a row grand totals. Okay, so go for analysis again, totals. If you want to add any subtotals, as we can add it, but there is no subtotals. I want to change my row totals to left, row totals to first of that first column, and analysis. You can go with the totals to column totals to top. We can get the column totals to top. Okay, the totals we represented first. All right. So go with the worksheet. We have the show caption. You can write a caption, whatever you want to describe about the visualization, you can write the caption. By default, Tableau provides something and edit that caption. Whatever you want to write it, you can write in the caption itself. Okay, it's the manual text about the visualization. You can write the caption. Okay, and you can go with the worksheet. Show summary. There is an option called as show summary. Click on that. So the summary can show you that what is the total number of records we are using for visualization, what is the total salary, what is the sum of salary, and what is the average of salary, and minimum value, what is the minimum value in the visualization, what is the maximum value in the visualization. Minimum value is 503 is in the visualization, and the maximum value we have it 2 lakhs 30 2 lakhs 32,065 6,500 something. That's a max value. Okay, Sorry, that's a sum of value, and max value is 1,07,135. Okay, that's the max value. You can find it. Okay, so and median value, what is the median value and what is the average value? So these are all information we can get it from the summary option. There is a show summary option for the worksheet. You can get that. Okay, and describe the sheet. We have option called as describe the sheet. So the sheet describe sheet option will provide you the all the information about the sheet. What are the measures you have used it? What are the marks you used it? What is the row shelf, column shelf, text shelf you used it? And what is the dimension fields? And what is the measure field? What is the minimum value and marks max value? So all about this particular worksheet we can get it. Sheet description, about that sheet description we can get all the information here. What is the data source and type of it and table name. Okay, data source is sample superstores. Type is filters. Yeah, sorry. So this is about the sheet description. Sheet description will give us that entire details about the sheet. What is exactly the sheet? What are the dimension fields and what is the measure fields and what is the data source? And these all things can be get it from the sheet description. Okay, where we can get the sheet description worksheet, and we have the describe about the sheet. Okay, if you want to duplicate this particular sheet, the option here duplicate as a cross tab. So when you go for duplicate as a cross tab, you can get the sheet into the next sheet as well. It will create one more sheet. Okay, duplicate, it will be the duplicate as a cross tab. Okay, and auto update worksheet, auto update filters. So what is mean by auto update worksheet? Once your data is get refreshed automatically, when you are open this worksheet, automatically get updated and automatically loaded into the data into worksheet. If you don't want to do that automatic process, this is the option pause auto updates. Okay, until you press this, it cannot be update the data into the visualization. What are the update latest data is came to the data source level, that cannot be updated automatically in your worksheet until unless you click on this. Okay, if you put it auto update, so automatically data can be loaded and it will show you that once you open that particular workbook. If you pass this until you can go for manually refresh that, it cannot load the data into your worksheet visualization level. Okay, that is the auto update and auto update worksheet and auto update filters. Okay, same, both will be there. Auto update and auto update filters and auto update worksheet. So you can go for uncheck these two. So manually here we have option update worksheet, update filters. So manually we need to update that. Okay, that's the process, we can do that. Clear these two options what we have it. So this is updating the worksheet data. What is the latest data is comes that can be loaded into your worksheet? It should be manual. We have option auto update. If you make it as auto update worksheet, automatically data can be loaded into your filters and your worksheet. If you don't want to go with manually, okay, if you don't want to go with auto update, just pause this. Okay, manually you can refresh it, okay. What is this option? Anyone tell me what is this option? New data source. If you want to add it to the new data source too and get the data into the visualization, you can go for use this option, connecting to the new data source. So just click on it, you can go to connect to the any data source. Okay, new data source, we can connect it from here. From here we can connect to the new data source. Clear? So any questions what we discussed so far? Do you have any questions?
No, sir.
So you can go for name it for this. This is the title for the worksheet. You can name it. What are the title you want to give it here? Sales by subcategory and region. Okay, sales by subcategory and region. That's the title of the sheet. What are the title you want to give it? You can go for give the title of the sheet. Okay, if you have that new feature with that coloring with the sheet. So when you right mouse on the sheet level, color option is this. So if you completed implementation, make it as green, it will represent that you have completed this particular sheet. If you go for right mouse on this and color, you can make it as red, something error with that particular. You can go for add to the colors to your sheets. Okay, and you can the color meaning you can go for define it. So it's in progress, it is in danger, it is in green means it's like you can go for say that it is completed. However you comfortable, you can go for assign those colors and try to understand it. Okay, so different colors we have it. We can apply the color for that easy to, that's the latest feature added, that we can apply the colors to that particular sheet. Okay, which are successful, which are completed the sheets implementation, make it as green. You can understand that okay, these are all sheets are completed. So where we have that bugs or something, you can make it as red color. So you can specify that there is some error or something need to be fixed in this side. So it is in progress, make it as yellow color, the request is in progress, right? This is the way we can go for define your sheets. And the title also you can define it, and right mouse on the edit title, right mouse on the title, edit title. You can go for change the font and size and color and alignment, all things here. Okay, whatever the size you want it, you can select the size of the title and width and format of that and size and bold color and which color you want to represent, everything can be changed, everything can be changeable. Okay, title of the sheet. So once we have done it, we can drag into the dashboard level. We can drag it into the dashboard level. Okay. So we have discussed about that. What are the different options in the worksheet? So we have few more options, actions, tool tips. Those we can see in the next session. So actions is a separate concept is there, which we can see. Okay. And I want to clear this data. This sheet, I was in middle. I don't want this all data. I want to clear it. Just go for the clear option. Automatically entire visualization can get clear from the worksheet. Okay, this is a clear option. If you want to go back to that, there is an arrow mark option. You go back to the what is there in the previous stage. Okay, so clear it, and you want to go back to this, the arrow marks will be worked, back arrow mark, and control Z also. Sometimes you deleted unexpectedly, so control Z also will work here. Control Z also will work here. Okay, yeah, so try to work on this today. I have another meeting need to be attended. Okay, so try to work on this part today. What is a discrete and continuous, and how to create a simple worksheet, and what are the different options we have in the worksheet level. Okay, tomorrow we can go for to the new concept, either filters or hierarchies. Okay, we can go for new concept, filters or hierarchies. Clear? Any questions?
Yes. So, as a fresher now, I don't have any experience in Tableau. So, how can I prepare
Yeah,
the
thank
self
you,
introduction
see you
for a
tomorrow.
particular company? Hello.